Okay guys, so I just pulled up to Trader Joe's. We're gonna go inside and start this food prep video. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all of your guys' support and requests for this video. I'm so excited to finally share this with you all. So yeah, we're gonna go into Trader Joe's. I'm gonna try to do some filming in the grocery store. I've never really filmed in the grocery store before, so we'll see how it goes. I apologize if it doesn't come out that great. But yeah, we're gonna go in. I'll try to show you everything I get, and if not, when I get home, I will walk through everything that I picked up, as well as the price point of everything and about how much I spend each week. And yeah, I'm super excited, you guys. Let's go on into today's video. Okay, so that was kind of comical. I didn't really get that good of footage in the grocery store, so when I get home, I will promise I will go over everything that I got. I can tell you right now that my total was $56, and this should last me at least a week of meals. So when we get home, I will show you guys everything I got, and we'll get started. See you there. Okay guys, I'm home from the grocery store, and there's Chip. Apparently he loves being on camera. Okay, so I'm gonna go through everything that I picked up today for you guys, and let me grab the receipt real quick. Okay, so to start, this week we are going to be making some turkey meatballs with broccoli rice, and then we're gonna make some chicken thighs with green peppers, onions, and cherry tomatoes with regular white rice. So the first thing that I got is some ground turkey. I got 3 packages of this ground turkey. These are $3.99 each, so a really good price point. There's some that are even cheaper. They were out of those today, so I didn't get those ones. But anyways, I picked up 3 packages of those. And with the ground turkey, we are going to be mixing 1 egg and then a handful of oats. So those are things that I already had in my kitchen. If you guys didn't already have those, you can pick those up at Trader Joe's as well. I just happen to have them from a couple weeks ago, so we'll be using that. And then I picked up 2 of these organic vodka sauce sauces, and these are great because they have no added sugar in them. There's a total of 8 grams of sugar, but that's just from the tomato. I got 2 of those, and these are going to be for our turkey meatballs. And those were each $2.49, so cheap. And then I got 2 green bell peppers. These were each 79 cents each. And I got a thing of diced yellow onions, and these were $1.79. Okay, and then for the chicken, I got these already marinated. They're called shamara chicken thighs. I don't know exactly how you say that, but everything will be linked, or everything will be written out down below in the description box, just to make sure you guys know everything that I got. So these, I got 2, and these are about 1.5 pounds of meat each. So I got 2 of these, and these were around $7. I also forgot to tell you guys, with the ground turkey, we're gonna be using some of these semi-dried cherry tomatoes in olive oil. These are so delicious. I found these, actually my roommate found these a couple weeks ago, and they are so good mixed in with the sauce and the meatballs. So these, I got 2 packages of these, and these are $3 each. And then to go with the chicken, I got some rice broccoli. Last week I did it with rice cauliflower, and these are just the most convenient things ever. This is why I love Trader Joe's, because everything's already like cut and portioned for you. Obviously, besides the peppers, I got whole ones just because it's cheaper and those don't take very long to cut. Oh, these are each $2.29, and I got 2 bags of those. So again, just so inexpensive. I did pick up 2 avocados. I like to put these on my chicken meals just because it's kind of like a Mexican feel that we're doing. Another thing you're gonna need is some white rice. I actually picked that up last week as well, so I didn't buy that today, but rice is so inexpensive anyways. A couple other things I picked up today was some more coconut oil spray. This stuff is the best. We use this to cook everything, I swear. And then some of this Green Dragon hot sauce from Trader Joe's, and I love this stuff. I'm actually obsessed with it. I put this on everything also. So like I said, other things you're gonna need are some eggs, some oats, whatever seasonings you like, salt, pepper, garlic salt are some of my favorite, and we should be good to go. So I wanted to show you guys, these are the containers that we'll be using today. I will link a whole bunch of options down below in the description box, but I think we got these ones in particular, like 50 of them for $20 on Amazon. So I will link a whole bunch of these down below, but these things will change your lives. After a few, I don't know, weeks or months, they do start to get worn out, but thankfully they're so cheap you can just order new ones on Amazon, and this is what we will be putting our meals in. Another thing that is helpful to have, you guys, if you are wanting to take your food prep seriously, is a little food scale. I think we got this on Amazon as well, so I will link this down in the description box also, just so that you can weigh out your protein and know how much you're eating per meal. All right, you guys, let's jump right into cooking. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our chicken thighs, and I just take a pair of kitchen scissors and kind of cut it open. And I'm actually gonna cut a little bit more. And what we're gonna do, you guys, is just put this into a large, clear baking pan here. So we're just gonna put all of that in there. Then we'll do the same with the other one. And then I just diced up my green bell peppers, and I'm gonna stick those in there as well. We're gonna be cooking at 350 today in the oven. So I just preheated the oven, and okay, so we got our other one in there. Then you're gonna take all of your freshly diced green bell peppers and kind of just spread them all over the top. And then we're gonna take our diced yellow onions, and this is so simple, you guys, because everything's already portioned out for us and to cut, and we're just gonna sprinkle those on top. Okay, so this is what it looks like, you guys. You just have your chicken thighs and then your green bell peppers and your diced onions on the top, all in one baking sheet. We're gonna stick this in the oven at 350 for about 30 minutes or so. I just check on it every like 10 minutes just to make sure that the chicken is done. You definitely want your chicken to be cooked fully. It's not something you want to mess around with. So as soon as the oven's finished preheating, we'll stick this in the oven, and I will let you guys know how this turns out. In the meantime, we're gonna get started on our ground turkey meatballs. So for the ground turkey meatballs, you're gonna take your 3 packages of ground turkey, and it really just shot up into my eye. Anyways, you're gonna take your ground turkey, and you're just gonna use a big silver bowl, and you're just gonna dump all 3 of those in there. And then I'm just gonna throw in the rest of the diced onions that I had from the chicken. So we'll put that in there, and then we're going to take a handful. These are just gluten-free, extra thick rolled oats, also from Trader Joe's that I picked up a couple weeks ago. And I'm just gonna literally take a handful. This is what's gonna help hold your meatballs together. Then I'm just going to take 1 large, I might end up using 2, I'll let you guys know, but 1 large white egg, also from Trader Joe's, and you're just gonna crack that in there. And then I like to use my hands to mix these up. Some people probably don't like to use their hand. Some people will add like salt and pepper and seasonings to your actual meatballs. I find that since it's all cooked in the vodka sauce anyways, or you can get marinara sauce or whatever you might feel for that week, there's enough flavor anyway, so I don't add extra salt and pepper. So what you're gonna do next is you're gonna take a big pot like this. Could be bigger, could be a little bit smaller, but I find that this size is perfect. Okay, so you're gonna open up your 2 vodka sauces and pour them directly into your pot. And look out, because they will splatter. And you can also throw in your cherry tomatoes at this point. I'm gonna wait just a little while before I put that in. So we've got our sauce in our pan. We're gonna put this on the stove top and set it to about medium high. And get this kind of warming up. And then what you're gonna do is you're going to form your meatballs with your hands, and we're gonna drop them directly into the pot. So while the sauce is heating up on the stove top, I'm going to kind of just show you guys. You're just gonna take a big clump of turkey meatball mixture. So this is just the egg, the oats, and the onion and the ground turkey, and just form kind of whatever size meatballs you like. I kind of do just like small handful sized meatballs, about like that. As soon as my sauce heats up a little bit more, we're just gonna drop them directly in the sauce. This is the best part ever because I always used to think that you had to like cook your meatballs separately and then put them in the sauce. This way, you literally just heat up your sauce, put the meatballs in there, and put a cover on it and let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes. And they're usually cooked all the way through. But you guys, just so you know, I am timing myself. So I started at like 1:15, and I'm gonna let you guys know exactly when everything is finished, just so you can see that this really isn't a time-consuming thing to do. And you know, obviously today we're just making 2 different meals, but some weeks I make even 3 different meals, and it still doesn't take me very long. And your meals are just set for the whole rest of your week. And I mean, as you guys saw earlier, it's just so cost effective. I mean, spending $60 on groceries that'll last you a week is crazy. I don't know how people spend, I mean, people spend that much every single day going out to eat. So if you food prep, you will save money and you will feel better about the meals you're eating, the food you're putting in your body, and all around. Life will be good. I just love it. I hope you guys love it too. So the chicken's in the oven, the sauce is cooking on the stove. I am finishing up with these meatballs here, and okay guys, so here's the meatballs that we just finished making, and here is the sauce that is warming up. I put the stovetop to about 7, and honestly what I'm gonna do is just pick them up and just plop them right in there. So this part can be a little tricky. You don't want to splatter hot sauce all over yourself, so just be careful when you're doing this. And all I do is take either a cutting board, or I take like this wooden cutting board, but you can take a lid or whatever you prefer, and you just stick that on the top, and we're gonna let that cook. Let's check on our chicken. Here's our chicken cooking with our peppers and our onions. Looks delicious. Okay guys, so next up what we're gonna do is take our riced broccoli, and we're just gonna use a big saucepan. These cook so quickly, sometimes you don't even really need to do this. Some weeks I'll just honestly put whatever I cooked right on top of this, and then when I heat it up in the microwave it just kind of cooks itself. But for purposes of today, I'll just show you guys while the meatballs and the chicken are in the oven. I'm just gonna take some coconut oil spray and spray the bottom of this big saucepan. Put both of the packages of this riced broccoli right into the saucepan. And then I just like to take a little bit more coconut oil spray and kind of spray it on the top. You can do however much of this you want. You don't need it. This stuff cooks really quickly anyways. And then I like to add just a little bit of water right onto it, and it just kind of helps like steam it up. So we're gonna set this on the stovetop, and it honestly cooks in like 2 minutes. Okay guys, so here's our meatballs cooking. I'm just going to take a spoon and, oh, that one kind of fell apart. Just kind of stir it around to make sure that all the meatballs get cooked thoroughly. And honestly, it's okay if some of them fall apart. You're just kind of gonna eat it all as a mixture anyways. Okay guys, so it's been exactly 3 minutes, and this broccoli rice is pretty much all the way finished. The broccoli rice is done, so what I like to do is just take a measuring cup, and you literally just scoop like almost a cup of the riced broccoli into each one of your food prepped containers. So I have 8 of them laying out here, so we're just gonna go ahead and do that. For our rice, I'm just gonna use this saucepan. I already put about 4 quarts of water in there, and then we're just gonna take some of this jasmine rice from Trader Joe's. And yeah, we're gonna just put some rice in here, get the rice cooking. And then I'm also going to add in our antipasto, add in our cherry tomatoes. These things are so good, and honestly, just add a little bit of extra flavor to your dish. So I'm gonna pop these into the saucepan with the meatballs and the sauce that are cooking, and then those should be done pretty shortly. Our white rice is done, so what we're gonna do now is take our white rice and put them in the other Tupperware that we have laid out. And for white rice, it is a really, really good carb if it's eaten properly. So most times you order rice at a restaurant, or when you're cooking rice yourself and you don't measure it out, there is a huge portion size, and while rice is a good empty carb, it is very high in calories. So what I like to do is just measure out 1/3 of a cup. I know it doesn't seem like that much, but you spread it out, and with everything else, with the chicken and the peppers and the onions and everything in there, you will feel satisfied and full from that meal. So we're gonna take 1/3 cup and just get right to it. I'm not too particular with portion sizes, but I do like to know when it comes to the carbs and the protein, how much I really am putting in there. When you're using a vegetable as your carb, like we did for the broccoli meals, then it doesn't matter so much, and I don't tend to be so picky on how much I put in there. Just when it comes to things like rice or sweet potatoes or something like that, I really do like to be specific when I measure it out. Okay guys, so our meatballs are done cooking, so I'm gonna grab those and we will put those in our broccoli meals, and then we'll get our chicken out of the oven, and then we'll be done. So when it comes to measuring out your meat, I usually do 4 to 5 ounces of protein. Now, I work out pretty much every single day, and I really am working on building muscle pretty much at all times, building lean muscle. And I think for women, if you're trying to build muscle and lose fat, I think 4 to 5 ounces of protein per meal is perfect. If you are a gentleman and you are also trying to build lean muscle mass, for my boyfriend, I usually do 6 to 8 ounces of protein, depending on kind of what season of training he's in. So, that being said, let's go ahead and get started on that. So what you're gonna do is use your little food scale, and you're gonna zero it out to start with, put it down. Then you're gonna take one of your meals, one of your Tupperware that already has your rice broccoli in it, set it directly on top, and you press tare, or 0, to zero it out. Then I'm gonna weigh 4 to 5 ounces of the meatballs and put it on top, and I'm gonna do that to all of the meatball meals, and I will be right back. So it is currently 2:15, so it's been about an hour since we very first started this food prep, and I just pulled the chicken out of the oven. So the chicken was in the oven for about 45 minutes. The first 30 minutes it was at about 350, and then like I said, I bumped it up to 375 for the last 15 minutes, and it looks amazing. I will show you guys a clip of it right here. But we are gonna go ahead and start measuring out the chicken, and then we're gonna be done. So, take your Tupperware with the rice in it already. Again, turn on your scale, put this on top, and zero it out. Okay guys, here are our finished meals, and as you see here, we have 12 that we just made, and I have enough for 2 more meatball meals and 2 more chicken meals. So altogether, that makes for 16 meals, you guys, and you just can't beat that. 16 meals for about $60. Okay guys, that'll do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this food prep video. I was really excited to get this out to you guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope it was helpful. I'm by no means an expert, but I just really hope that this helped you guys and that you can use this to your own advantage. If you have any questions, please comment them in the comment box below. I'd be happy to answer any questions. And please put requests for future videos down in the comment box below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys back for my next video. Bye.